All right. So we're kind of working into our second week here. Starting to add in some situational football. So that'll, I think, continue to be a part of what we do here over the next 2 to 3 weeks. Each day, either working on something or reviewing something that we've already covered, but we're in a time frame where we need to get from basic situations to some specific situations, and we still have a lot of work to do on a lot of our basic fundamentals and plays. But we've got to continue to move on. That's where we're at. So keep doing that. I think players are in good shape. I think they're working hard. We've just got a long way to go, and we've got a lot of things we need to get improved. So just keep taking it day by day, try to string them together.
How much progression have you seen from Jonathan Jones over there? I know he finished strong last year, and it seems like he's having a pretty decent camp right now.
He's a good player. He does a really good job for us. He's versatile. He does a lot of things. Smart, very competitive, tough. Glad we have him. He's a good football player.
When you have a tough practice like yesterday, a lot of drops, how long do you hang on to that for a teaching lesson, or do you just want to turn the page and move on real quickly and forget about a tough day?
Yeah, we have a lot of mistakes in every practice. That's where we're at. Correct them and try to improve them the next day.
Do you like to get back to basics thing, focus more on the fundamentals, just simple catching, just whatever it is?
That's what we've been doing.
How important is it to build specifically for young players if they have a practice where they feel like they didn't play up to a standard that they've set for themselves, to see how maybe they respond to that situation?
Yeah, look, we all have plays out there that could be better, we'd like to have back, or whatever it is. I mean, I don't care who you are, head coach, starting player, backup player, rookie player, we all have them. Correct them, move on. That's what training camp's for. Try to have as few as possible, but it's football. It's competitive on the other side of the ball too. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to learn things and see things you could have done better, coached better, played better, whatever it is. So, yeah, we're all doing that.
Do you think Jamie Collins learned during his time in Cleveland? How do you think he developed there?
Yeah, you'd have to ask Jamie that. I can't really speak to Cleveland. I wasn't there.
What have you observed from him as a player then? Is there a difference there? Any progression for him?
He's been great. He's had a great spring. He's had a good training camp. I think he's done everything we asked him to do, and he's done it well. Glad we have him. I think he'll help our team.
Have you seen Gunnar Olszewski and Danny Etling progress at the receiver position?
Well, I think everybody's making progress out there. I mean, you go out there and practice every day. Everybody's getting better. Just, competing against each other, and there's still a lot of room for improvement for all of us. So, we'll see where it goes. I think everybody's making progress that's out there. The guys that aren't out there, I think they're making progress too. Hopefully, some of them are closer to returning. Well, they definitely are. They're closer. So look, you're here every day working from whatever 6:30 in the morning till 8:30 at night. I hope we're getting better.
As teams get deeper into training camp and get a better idea of what their positions of surplus and positions of where they have shortages are, why aren't there more trades in the NFL?
Well, there'll be a lot of player transactions here, probably in a couple weeks, a week to a couple weeks. I don't think you're seeing them now because I think people are still trying to figure it out. They're letting their players compete, and they're trying to. I don't know if you might see the surpluses and lack of them. Maybe you have a pretty good eye for those things. I don't know. I don't know what they are. I don't think other coaches know what they are either. I think that's what we're all trying to figure out. So see how it goes, what you have on paper and what you actually have on the field. Definitely aren't always the same thing. So it takes a while. It's a process to get to that point, and sometimes you have to make decisions without a lot of information, and then you just have to guesstimate at it. So, but as more information comes in, I think you'll see more transactions. However the players get transacted, it doesn't have to be a trade. It could be other ways for players to exchange teams. But I think there's no question you're going to see a lot more of that as time goes on.
Bill, Stephon Gilmore has repeatedly credited the coaching he's received for the leap he made last year and continued improvement he's had since. Teammates call his technique flawless. Where have you seen the greatest change in his technique from when he stepped into your program 2 years ago to where he is now?
Well, I mean, Steph's a pretty good football player when we got him. So, but again, when you've been in an area or in a program for a period of time, you get used to doing things the way that particular team does them. Doesn't mean that somebody else is wrong. It's just different, and sometimes there's an adjustment period. But I think the credit for what he does goes to him, really. Yeah, he's been coached, but he's the one who's put in the time, the work, the dedication, and the commitment to develop the consistency that he has. So, they work hand in hand, but I think you got to give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do. And I think he's been well coached. I think the coaches that he's had have done a good job with him. I'm not saying that, but Steph's a hard-working kid that's very committed and dedicated to his craft. So I respect that, and that's the reason why he continues to improve as a player, even at this point in his career. He's always looking to get better at things, and he does.
Bill, is there a reason why we haven't seen Isaiah Wynn in many competitive situations so far this camp?
There's a reason why everything happens in camp, yeah.
Is he behind where you thought he would be at this point?
We take everything day to day.
Bill, did you have any interactions with Nick Buonaconti over the years? I don't know if you saw he passed away early this week.
Yeah, a little bit, not a lot. No, I mean, I met him a couple times, or I met him and talked to him a couple times, so I didn't have a lot of personal interaction with him.
Do you feel good about that left tackle situation, just with the skipper stepping in?
We have a lot of things that we need to work on in every area of the team, everything. So I don't think I feel good about anything right now. I don't feel necessarily bad about it. We'll see how it is. And start to find out in competitive situations in the next couple of weeks.
What do you think?
Might not really know where we are on some things until the middle of the season. I don't know. We'll see.
What do you think of Skipper as a player? What skills do you think he has?
Skip's a hard-working kid. He's got a lot of length. Pretty athletic for his size. Doesn't have a lot of experience. Played right tackle, played guard last year in Detroit. Just worked some at left tackle. He's also played right tackle. So, he joined us late last year. It was after the season when he joined the team. So, this is kind of really his first crack at it. But he works hard. He gets better every day. We'll see.
You're still in the same position with Josh Gordon, just waiting for an update with the league.
We don't have anything to do with Josh Gordon. He's suspended. You need to talk to the league. We have no control over Josh Gordon.
Terrence Brooks, who's mostly played special teams in the NFL, do you see a possible role for him on defense?
Sure. See a role for anybody who can earn one. That's what training camp's for.
Has Mike Pennell impressed you early here?
Yeah, again, I think all the players that are out there are working hard. They're all improving. There's good competition. We have good competition in a lot of spots. That'd be one of them. We'll see how it all plays out.
Well, Jacoby Myers obviously been a receiver for a while now, but he has a quarterbacking sort of background. Have you noticed that has maybe helped him at all as he goes through this process of transitioning to this level?
Yeah, well, he's a smart kid, and he understands and has versatility, position versatility, understands the offense. like any rookie, any young player, there's a lot of things he needs to work on technique-wise and recognition and route adjustments, just a lot of fine points. He basically knows what to do, but there are a lot of subtleties and nuances that all receivers need to pick up, certainly in our offense. So, and he's doing that. There's more than we've had time to get down yet, but he's making progress there. I mean, that comes from his quarterback background or his experience or his intelligence or his learning. I'm not really sure. But that's not really an issue. He's a smart kid and learns well.
Bill, as someone who's followed the game for a long time, what did you learn or see from Nick Buoniconti's career, whether it be in New England, your connection through New England, or as a player in general?
Yeah, I mean, I really haven't spent a lot of time on that one, so I don't want to. I mean, obviously, he had a strong career. He's, had a great passion for the game, and was very connected to the game through his son, and as an alumnus, as an NFL alumnus, he's very active in a lot of those type of events and so forth. But again, I didn't have a strong personal connection to him.
Any other questions?
As far as Jacoby goes, he was talking about how he is kind of making a special effort to get coaching. So if someone pulls someone else aside, Jacoby tries to kind of put an ear in the conversation to see if there's anything we can glean from it. Is that sort of proactive attitude something that you like in a player?
Yeah, I mean, I think, look, they're all getting plenty of coaching, so I don't think that's a problem. But sure, the more you learn, the more you know, the more you can understand about what you do, what the people around you do, what the defense is doing, what the people on the other side of the ball are doing. I mean, that's all good. It's all eventually going to work to your advantage. The more you can understand the big picture and all of it. So sometimes it's hard to get everything the first time around. Sometimes the third, fourth time around, you hear things said to the guy next to you, or maybe being the defender that's being coached across from you hear the coach correcting him, and it just helps you learn more about, the overall your position, the area that you're involved in. So, yeah, I mean, I think we have a lot of guys on our team that fall into that category, but that's understanding the big picture is certainly the goal more than just memorizing an assignment. I mean, you have to know what to do, but the more you can understand the total concept of what's going on, then, really the easier it is to execute it. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.